Good morning and namaste. Actually, I have come to Udaipur a few days back and I'm happy to be here. I'm Father George KK. I have been into education ministry for quite a long time now. I started with Rasamand, then I went to Bhilwada, Banswada, Pratapgarh, Gogunda, and now I am here. And I am happy to be here, I tell you, because such a prestigious institution is so important for any town. That we are trying to give the best education to the children, the future citizens of India. We always remember that we are creating a new society every time a new batch comes into our hands. So this is our work and we are fully into it, dedicated to create best of everything for the children so that they become the best for the country.
St. Paul's School has already started with online classes for the students. Kindly elaborate about the planning the school has done towards this and how you are going to carry it out.
See, in this changed situation, it is necessary that we keep the children engaged. And new situations always demand new solutions. In the present situation, we know due to social distancing, children cannot come to school. Everybody is aware of all that is happening in the whole world. At the same time, we cannot just leave them aside and say, okay, you just be there, don't do anything. That also is not going to help them in any way. And therefore, we have decided to start the online classes on a new platform. Like we are using Google Meet, and we are thankful to Google for providing us the complete G Suite for education. They have to be commended for that, they have to be appreciated for that. And we are using this, and also we have the school app, X school app. We will be sending the links through the app, and children can join the classes, and we will also be sending the homework and activities through the app. And children will be engaged in studies, and that is very, very important. Already they have lost quite a bit of time. I suppose children are enjoying our classes and the parents are supporting the children because their future is important for us and education is of utmost importance in their lives.
Will the teachers follow the normal syllabus or some changes have been made for the convenience of the students this year?
See, we have lost almost 1/3 of the working days, and therefore it's natural that we need to reduce the syllabus. And the government also, CBSE also is of the same opinion. We have reduced from 30 to 33% of the syllabus as per the available time that we have at hand. So we have reduced the syllabus and we will be teaching according to the new syllabus that is already prepared and it's already uploaded on the school website. They need to write down, they need to do the exercises, they have to continue writing and learning. Therefore, we are giving homework. Already during this lockdown period also we had given homework. All those we will be collecting and the teachers will be checking, because homework just done on paper also does not mean anything unless it is evaluated and feedback is given to the child. So we are devising some system of getting it collected, maybe through the parents, because children cannot come to school. The parents may submit the homework on a stipulated date, and the teachers will correct them and give it back to the students. See, they say all work and no play makes a child dull, and therefore we are thinking about this also. We will be sending videos, short videos on kind of aerobics, yoga, music lessons, dance lessons, and other subject activities also. We will be engaging them in all that. You see, one day in a week, that is the Thursday, we have kept free of classes to reduce their screen time after 2 days of 3 days of classes, and then again Sunday also they will be getting a free day, so that screen time will be reduced. I would request the children also to reduce their screen time by reducing their online activities, social media, their games online. Make use of the gadgets more for learning than for enjoyment. The enjoyment also is needed, but not as much as learning is needed. Therefore, you can take care of that, and to engage you in the school activities, we will be contacting you, and you will be asked to send a video of your own dance or your speech. This kind of activities we will be incorporating into the curriculum. Surely, we'll try to keep them happy. That's very much necessary, and it's very important we understand the need of it. So children will be given activities, including other subject activities also. Whatever we used to do during the year, we are trying to incorporate into the system. Now, even online. We have devised a timetable which we think is most conducive. Because we have spanned the classes from morning 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and we have taken care that class is not continuously, all the classes are not engaged at the same time, and children are very much awake in the morning. See, as per the government guidelines, we are not having the classes before 9 o'clock, nor are we having it after 4 o'clock. We are with the government, and we understand the situation, and we need our children to be happy. At the same time, they should learn. That is very important. So we are following the guidelines of the government as far as possible, and we will be doing that. But at the same time, children should learn. That's our thought that is of prime importance.
School conduct the tests and the examinations.
Yeah, we will be using, as I told you before, we are using the G Suite. So there in the Google Forms, online tests will be conducted, and regular evaluation is very much necessary. Whatever it is, by evaluating only you will come to know how you are moving forward. You need to stop and check whether what you are doing is right, how can it be improved upon, what more can be done about better learning. So therefore evaluations are important. So we will be taking tests at regular intervals, and we will be using online tests actually. So tests will be there, and these will be used for evaluating the child and promoting the child.
The tests and the examination will be conducted online. So what type of questions would be asked to the students, because online is a total different platform? Do you have any guidelines given by CBSE or any government bodies?
See, every guidelines are still being formulated. So everything has not come out, but we expect that most of the tests will be based on MCQs. But there will be also descriptive answers, which is going to be, everything cannot be measured by MCQs. So there will be descriptive answers also. Whatever it is, we will follow the guidelines strictly and make it useful for the child to evaluate himself and to know how much he has learned. That's
yes, it has been very rightly said, because many children, especially the smaller age group, are not very tech savvy. They are not very fast at typing. So your idea of having the MCQ and short answer type, having a good weightage, needs congratulations, and I hope that the people listening to you would really appreciate this great point.
Yeah, it has to be done, because see, we are trying to make them as much offline as possible. That's why we are giving them homework and all. They have to write it in the notebook, and sometimes if time allows, we will be giving them projects which they can do offline. They also will be mode of test that we will be taking.
What type of cooperation does this St. Paul's School, the staff and the principal want from the parents in this difficult hour?
I'm so happy. My parents, I believe, are very, very cooperative. They have been, because they are most of them are learned people, and almost all of them have been closely associated with the school from the beginning. So parents are good, and what they want is the good of their child. So I am very sure they will cooperate with the endeavors of the school, and they know that the school is trying to help their child. The school is not standing for any great profit here or any kind of troubling the parents as such. Most of the parents also appreciate the fact that our fees are very less, and we are trying to give the best possible services to the society. Even now, during this pandemic situation, we are taking good care of the sanitization, we are taking care of the social distancing, we are regularly telling the children also to take care of themselves, and parents to take care of the children. They know it because the children are the future of our India. If they live happily and if they do productive work, it will be good for the country, good for the family, good for the society, and good for the whole nation.
As you have requested the parents to be with the children, be by the side, and I think also not expect too much from them. So is there any message in general for the students, the masses, any vision you have in mind? Because this is a very difficult hour and a situation of uncertainty, and nothing is clear what is going to happen in the future.
That's true. We have never lived in such uncertainty before. All of us who are living at this time, I feel. But then one thing is there, like someone said, people are afraid of what they don't understand. If you understand one thing, there will be less fear. So let us not be fearful, but let us understand the situation. And let us accept the situation, because accepting a situation solves half the problems. So in this pandemic situation, let us believe in the goodness of humankind. People are good. We can together defeat this COVID-19 also. It's not a great problem. But we need to be careful about saving ourselves and also others by understanding the situation, by accepting the situation, by being helpful to each other, and also not to be carriers of the virus, and to kill the virus wherever possible by following the norms of the government. If life is there, we can enjoy. So we will, at the same time, we will not allow this kind of virus or any kind of pandemic to stop our life in the fast track. We will be working together, and we will be gaining together, and at the end we will emerge as winners. That's my vision.
And last but not the least, as the masses were saying that the heat of the summers in India would kill the virus, it did not happen. Very soon a vaccine is going to come. We are still waiting for it. So, can we ask you that would there be any changes in future regarding the running of the school with the online classes, etc., depending on the COVID pandemic situation, because India has already come to the third position in this COVID infection?
See, about the pandemic, I am not a doctor, but the best way is to prevent it by improving our immunity. That is the best way. And we have our Ayurveda, it has got many facets and many tricks to keep ourselves immune. So if we are increasing our immunity system, it will help us a lot. Secondly, about reopening, we can only say when the government says we will jump start the classes. We will be ready to reopen, because we are also missing our children. We are missing their laughter. We want them in front of our eyes. We are also missing them. Just like the children are missing the school, all the teachers are missing them, I know. And also, during these online classes, teacher has to work double. They have to even forego their own privacy when they take classes from their homes. The children have to be kept away, the spouse has to be kept away, the room has to be prepared properly. All those things they are taking care. And even when they come to school, they have to travel in this pandemic situation. Sometimes it may be through a infected area. So much of risk they are taking. I suppose my parents will appreciate the work that the school is doing, the teachers are doing, and children will make use of this time, these online classes, the best way possible for their own benefit. More than the teacher and the school, the children are benefiting, the parents are benefiting, the society is benefiting. Let us understand it properly, in the proper sense, instead of like in many other places, many other people are making so many rumors and this and that. They are all not proper. We are for education, we are for the society, we are for the better future of the children, every child that is entrusted to us. One word of caution I would mention here. See, whatever we are planning are depending upon the present situation. As the situation changes, the government may bring in new guidelines. CBSE may ask to reduce or increase the syllabus. We are very, very uncertain situation. So as per the guidelines, things will change. If the government asks you to stop the online class, we'll stop. We don't know what is going to happen. So all that we are doing now is depending upon the present situation. So dear children, put your heart and soul into learning, and now the time that is given to you, the efforts that are taken for your education, appreciate it and use it. To the parents also I would request, give them time and space to the children. Be with them, encourage them to study and make use of their time in the best useful way, most productive way. And please cooperate with the school, because we are for you in every way possible, and we are doing our level best to help your child to learn and become better and better every day. Meanwhile, stay safe, stay happy, the things will change. God is with us. God bless you.